Nathan Judah. I am here with Wolves reporter.
You guys. Oh no. No, keep recording. We're not cutting that out.
Oh, please let me edit it.
Right.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm fine. I can't feel a thing. I'm numb.
You're on adrenaline.
I am on an adrenaline rush. Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Chelsea 1. Tim, these are the nights you remember for a long time.
Yeah. Well, I remember 2-1 defeat at Cardiff for a long time as well. That's it.
Well,
it's ingrained.
Come on, let's not talk about that. That was just what the doctor ordered.
Oh, Doherty assist. Very good.
Yes.
You didn't mean it though.
not in a slight chance.
What a night, honestly.
It was a great night.
I still don't know how it happened, right? After 55 minutes...
I thought it was, what a night. It was late December, but it's not, it's early December.
55 minutes in, Chelsea are killing the game. They're nullifying it. They're dominating possession. I thought Wolves had a flat start to second half. It's only a matter of time for the second goal for me.
Yeah.
And then, literally, 4 minutes later, Wolves are winning.
Ecstasy.
All down to that magical moment. Gibbs White, game changer, changes the game, drops a shoulder,
Silky pass,
burst from midfield, perfect through ball, Jimenez, and you can see the whole play just lifts.
Never heard a noise like that. That's unbelievable. That was absolutely sensational.
It's the noisiest it's been since Villa at home last year. I think the noise was phenomenal. The place was rocking, but that goal, that equaliser, just lifted all the players. You can see their body language has changed. You can see the belief enter them, the spirit of belief.
The poltergeist.
Right. And then 4 minutes later it's 2-1, and then after that they saw it through pretty well.
Yeah. It wasn't too bad.
It's a famous win. It's a really memorable night, and this can really kickstart Wolves this season again. Fantastic.
And so many positives. But the fact that, I mean, Chelsea have lost one game all season, but they've come back, they've gone down, they've gone one behind and come back to win that game. That's a huge turnaround from what we saw at Cardiff.
It's an unforgettable night, apart from even allowing for the result, for 3 reasons, right?
Go on.
For 3 reasons.
Hit me.
3 things we've never seen before.
Get your words out.
Okay.
Yeah.
A formation change. He's never done that before. Right. Long throws.
Wowzer.
What the hell?
I don't know, but it's unbelievable.
And
towels.
Leander Dendoncker.
He lives. Astonished.
I've just interviewed him.
No, you haven't.
I have. I've spoken to him.
He walked straight through you.
He's a real person.
Is he?
So even the result aside, an unforgettable night for all those things. But there was the Gibbs White cameo, the game changer, Jota's first goal of the season, fantastic. The winless run ends in style. It's just a brilliant night.
And we've talked about the problems with these front three. The front three.
Yeah, the front three.
Well, I'm talking about, but they've all contributed tonight, haven't they? Do you know what I mean?
Every player. Yes, you made a good switch, and got to say, you weren't in Facebook Live on Monday, but if you rewind that little tape, you'll see 4 changes that somebody may or may not be the Wolves correspondent. Right, Sace in midfield.
Yeah.
Bennett at the back.
Yeah.
Play Gibbs White as kind of a forward but tucked inside.
Yeah.
And start Jota with Jimenez. Who said it?
Well, Nuno watches on Facebook Live.
Watches.
He's watching by his nose down. I mean, he's giving you a little bit of a wedge, a little bit of a brown envelope afterwards. Happy days.
So, and it worked. It worked. But to a man, apart from the tweaks, they all raised their game.
Yeah.
All of them. I thought Sace was fantastic.
Yeah.
Against Hazard and Will.i.am. You know what I mean. Will.i.am. Yeah. He massively he raised the game. He was superb. He was brilliant.
It's the voice.
No,
you haven't seen it? No, Will.i.am.
It's a bad reference.
Okay, that's fair.
I thought he more than held his own against them. I thought Martinho got his mojo back.
Yeah.
I thought Vinagre was excellent, by the way. The back 3 was superb. Jimenez, again, kind of back to his best. And Jota, probably the pick of the lot. An outstanding contribution. He worked so bloody hard.
So what's changed? I mean, personnel and formation.
Patricio saved. They were all brilliant.
They did. But is it a mentality? Because they were at it tonight. And even when they were 1-0 down, I didn't feel they were completely out of the game.
No, I thought 1-0 was just about a fair reflection of the first half. But they held their own. They were competing. They were tenacious. They kept winning the ball back in midfield. They didn't do a fat lot with it.
No.
They had 32% possession in the first half and no shots on target. So what needed to change was that end product, which we keep talking about all season long. And then it came out of nowhere, and Jimenez hits his shot straight at the keeper's legs, but he hits it low and true and hard.
Better than he did at Huddersfield.
No, exactly. So if you're not scoring, you get it on target first of all, and hit it as hard as you can. And then, like I said, the belief just came back, and all of a sudden, they go to Newcastle confident of a win now. It's all completely changed on its head. We said that they do play well against the big teams. They do. They give them more space in the final third. They give them more room to play. They raise the game.
They've got the 3 points this time, not just a point.
No, exactly. So it continues a phenomenal record now. Points against Arsenal, Man United, Man City. Could have got a point against Spurs. Liverpool, bring it on.
Yeah, bring it on. Absolutely. Can I just say what I thought was a massive turning point in the game?
What?
Willian, not Will.I.Am.
No, Will.I.Am, yeah.
One-on-one with Patricio. Ryan Bennett from absolutely nowhere comes, takes man and ball, got the crowd going. I mean, that was 2-0, wasn't it? And then looking at game over then.
The new Rory Delap, what a game he had. And he literally came out of nowhere. Will.I.Am got over the back of Bolly.
Wow, you'll get it right tomorrow night.
In on goal. And it literally came out of nowhere and takes man and ball.
Yeah.
And
perfect. I mean, I'll tell you what, I wouldn't fancy Ryan Bennett coming into me. Goodness me.
Quite.
Well, wow.
Quite the phrase you used there. And then I've got to say, early in the second half, don't get the giggles. Early in the second half, Loftus-Cheek plays the ball across goal. Morata's about to tap it in. Bolly takes him out. Doesn't take any of the ball.
No.
But subdued appeals, no real appeals for a penalty.
Sorry wasn't bothered in the post-match press conference though. To be fair, he said, "Well, yeah, but I'm less concerned about that and more concerned about our mentality in the last 35 minutes."
Well, it should be.
Absolutely.
But I tell you what, I was just looking at. You're going to have to forgive me a second.
The table, 4 points away from sixth. 4 points away from sixth.
If they'd won the last 2 games as they should have done,
but they didn't,
then they'd be in 6th place. Closing in on Champions League football again. Yeah. So it just shows you again the fine margins. But it's just great. They're I forgot to look how far they are from relegation now, but far.
Yes.
And
the 12th. They go to Newcastle. Newcastle in 14th, but still a 6-point gap. That's a 6-point gap between those two places. A massive gap, which is great. Now they need to take this forward. They've talked about the top 6. They've talked about teams that will allow them to play football. Now they need to start picking up points, if not 3 points, against teams like Newcastle.
Yeah, totally. Totals.
So
right.
Wow. So what do you do? Do you change it? I mean, come on. Is that one for tomorrow night? Look, obviously, Ruben Neves is going to be knocking on that door.
Well,
Moutinho, how many bookings has he got? Is he okay?
He's okay. It's a tough dilemma. Moutinho expended a lot of energy tonight. There's a quick turnaround before Sunday.
Do you think that could be the change then? Because you can't drop Sace.
I don't think you can drop Sace, especially not just for his performance, but what he offered with that protection in front of the back three or the back five.
Help Gibbs White as well.
Gibbs White can't be dropped after that.
No chance.
A real kind of coming of age performance from him. He's so confident. That bit in the first half.
Oh, where he made Fabregas look stupid.
He rides a challenge.
Yeah.
And then he's bursting into the half, and then a little skip inside. Phenomenal.
Gorgeous.
The noises coming out of you were unbelievable. And your missus here tonight, she's never heard anything like it.
Wow! Should be coming again. Oh no.
But yeah, I put in the match report, when he made his debut, you may or may not remember Bristol City away.
I remember it well.
One of Lambert's last games, and he made his league debut, 55 minutes. Anonymous and kind of got taken off, and it was a bit of a welcome to pro football.
Welcome to football, yeah.
And now 18 months later he's become a man, and he's really making an impact in the Premier League, and we suspected he could do it this season, but he is doing it. And how great that an academy player, an English lad who's been with this club for years already, local lad, is given his chance in the Premier League and takes it. It's a fantastic story.
It's fantastic, and Nuno said it afterwards. He's very humble and he's got his head screwed on, and it's a quick turnaround.
He's talking about Nuno there, or
Morgan Gibbs White, and they're going to have to go. They'll have to go again, and they'll be back in tomorrow morning. They'll be ready to go.
Well, that's it. This is it. This is what Gibbs White. That's his next challenge now. He's started a game and made a big impact. Now, can he do it again and be consistent and recovery and games in quick succession? Can he do it again? Intensity, tempo. We'll see. But I back him too.
Can't wait for St James's Park.
A few more of those long throws.
Oh, I tell you what, can't wait.
The long throws.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? With Thomas, it's unbelievable.
It's been kind of cody about it, and kind of said, where did that come from? And I kind of put it to him. It sort of felt like you probably had a competition in training to see who could throw it longest, and he just kind of laughed, really. So I wonder if that's what they've actually done. Because I don't know how it would have come about. Maybe they've seen what Gunnarsson did against Cardiff, against Wolves on Friday for Cardiff, and thought, hey, we'll have a bit of that.
Yeah. Well, they've done it.
And then
as well.
Is it? Can anyone here throw it long? And Ryan Bennett stuck his hand up. But whatever way it's come about,
Nuno long ball.
It wasn't
Nuno's a long ball manager.
He wasn't just lobbing it in there.
No, it was flat. It was flat.
The first one he did drops in the middle of the 6-yard
box.
Like, bloody hell, where's this come from?
Yeah, small thing that have been in 180 minutes. To be fair.
Yes.
Correct, but a weapon. He's a weapon. Do you not think?
I think he's a nice guy. I don't know what he's saying. No, totally. It's another string to their bow, and it's a plan B, which something different that they haven't had. Different formation, different players. Then Donker now comes on as a defensive midfielder tonight. We thought he was a centre half. And a great start for him to life at Wolves. He wins the ball back, outpaces Loftus-Cheek, wins a free kick. Then Nuno's doing all this to the crowd. A great start for him. So hopefully he can kick on now as well.
And the fans needed it, didn't they? I mean, obviously, a bit doom and gloom around it. You can understand it, but lost tonight and gone 1-0 down, then all of a sudden it would have been But that's totally. Just huge. They needed that. And
we needed it for our live podcast tomorrow night.
Bloody hell.
We needed a good atmosphere.
We did need a good atmosphere.
We were a bit worried about it being a bit violent.
Yeah. Could get nasty quickly.
I think it'll be okay now.
I think it'll be fun. Yeah, can't wait. So, we'll see you on Sunday at St James's Park. And if not, we shall see you WB1 bar tomorrow night for our Wolves podcast live. It is Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Chelsea 1. We're going to have a beer.